Hello. Welcome. How you guys doing? Today I'm gonna be doing my first react to the Prydwen tier list. It's a tier list that probably is the most popular in the community for Honkai Star Rail, and it has a lot of good value if you trying to follow like the meta or like the good characters in the game. So yeah, I'm gonna be reacting to the 2.0 tier list that they have here with the Black Swan release, and I don't know. Let's see if I agree with most of it, or I have some disagreements. But starting with how they uh, map out the tier list, you have the damage dealers, which are your main DPS, or like the hyper carry, whatever. The specialists, which are characters who can be like kind of a sub DPS, or like can do DPS but also support. That kind of character. And you have the amplifier, who are the support characters, most probably gonna be harmony, some nihility characters of course, but yeah. And you have the sustain, which is the tank or the preservation and healer that you have on the team. So it's a very good way to look at the characters, because that's how basically the game is divided into. You have the main DPS. Sometimes you don't need a sub DPS, so you can just go for a support character and a sustain. So that's how the game is divided into, like in terms of characters. So yeah, we still have Jingli on the top, which I respect, of course. So they have it for the Memory of Chaos and Pure Fiction. I'm gonna only be looking at Memory of Chaos because that's how can you reflect on the whole game. Like Pure Fiction, I would say just its own mode where it comes to focusing on AoEs and stuff like that. So Memory of Chaos, if the character is good in Memory of Chaos, the character will be good everywhere. Maybe except Pure Fiction, like there is some exceptions, but yeah. Jingli is the best DPS. Arguably, Den Hong is gonna be up there when Sparkle drops, but it's fair to have it like this. Doctor Ratio is at E0 in the same list as these three is crazy. That's really good. So yeah, Doctor Ratio of course is very good. E6, so for 4 stars it has to be an E6. I think I can just switch that, but of course if you have QQ at E6, she's really good. But Memory of Chaos is not reliable a lot. I would just go for Seele in my opinion for Memory of Chaos. But yeah, I like QQ more in like simulated universe, when I can play more with the buffs I can get. But yeah, now we are looking at the specialist, and this is interesting. We have Kafka above Black Swan, and I agree with that. And Topaz also in S. This is not this is probably gonna be my first character to. I wouldn't put her in S, probably A, right? But yeah, I wouldn't put Topaz this high in my opinion. I don't know. Amplifier, we have of course May, best character in the game. Literally just changed the entire game. And Bronya, the second best support. You're also gonna have Sparkle, so I think you're gonna have like, I'll say like the number 1 would be still May. Number 2 and 3 is between Bronya and Sparkle, but I think Sparkle might be number 2 with her release. So yeah, Silver Wolf and Teng Young, understandable, but it's missing Pilla. Like this is like putting Pilla in A is a huge disrespect. Like come on, I would like, bro, how is Silver Wolf only S in MOC and then C in Pure Fiction, but Pella is almost good in every content in the game, but he put her in A. Hello? And of course you have Fushwang, the S plus, Hu Hu, and Locha. This is good. This is good. Now moving to the A tier, which is interesting. I see Jing Yuang, Argenti, Blade, and Clara. All in A, I guess. Like, I mean, Argenti's only content is pure fiction. Maybe Cinematic Universe. Blade, I feel like he can be S for pure fiction, because he's really good this time with the new pure fiction. So I don't know. That's maybe just my opinion. Jing Yuang, I guess is fair. I can put him lower, but I guess A is fine. Sampu Luca, I don't have much comment on them. Like if you don't have the full DUT team with 5 stars, of course you can pick them as a good option. Shu Wei, I haven't used her yet. Like I built her, but I didn't really get the time to use her. So yeah, I can't really say. They actually put Pella down. So she was hired. Wow. Okay. The disrespect. Asta's really good. Of course, Hanya. Like can't really say anything bad about Hanya. She's really good. She's like free sparkle with like, because she can buff the skill points. So Hanya is really good, especially if you thinking of skipping sparkle and you have Hanya. You're not gonna be missing on much, I would say. But yeah. Japard is in B. I would put him at least in A. He's really good. These characters, I guess they're only good for pure fiction. I wouldn't use any of them. Although for fun, I used Herta for the first time in Memory of Chaos, and she was good. Like she wasn't that bad. But yeah. Looking at like the rest of the tier list, there is nothing much, and they have Yang Xing as the lowest character, which is something I respect. He deserves to be the lowest character on the list. But yeah, fairly good, I'll say. I did see previous tier lists where there's a lot of questionable ranks for characters, but this I feel like it's fair. I would only put Pella higher. This is probably my only thing to change, and I would take Topaz maybe to A. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Topaz. With a follow up, I just don't feel like I'm getting anything from that. But yeah, that's about it for the tier list. I do my own tier list at the end of the month just to judge the characters that gets released. I use them a lot in like Memory of Chaos, and now we have Pure Fiction. So just try to use the characters as much as I can, and then at the end of the month I get my final opinion on the characters. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you all. Stay safe and bye.